Alright guys, what's going on? We're back with another video in the RX8 as we usually do. But some of you guys might notice I look a little bit different, and that's because I do. I recently got a haircut over the weekend, so I don't look like a homeless guy anymore. So yeah, that's just that. But that's not the reason why we're filming this video today. If you guys watched the last video to the very end, you'll know that I kind of confirmed that I recently pulled the trigger on getting a new bumper. Now this is something that I've been yapping about for like literally over a year now, since like last July, because the car is having a little bit of heating issues, right? And I think that's because we aren't able to run a proper under tray right now in our current aftermarket bumper setup. So, you know, can't connect the under tray to the bumper, can't direct air into the radiator. So I've been yapping about it for over a year, and last week, or in the last video, I confirmed that I recently pulled the trigger on a brand new bumper. Now I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is in this video. I'm not even gonna reveal what it is. I just got the call like literally a couple minutes ago saying that it delivered today, which is really surprising for me because I wasn't expecting it for a whole nother month. So pothole, okay. But anyways, I wasn't expecting it to come for like, you know, another month. So I'm really happy that it's here. I would show you guys it today, but I don't think I'm going to. So here's the mission right now. We're gonna take the car to a car shop just at some gas station. We're gonna hand wash it, and we're gonna really take some time to soak in what the car looks like right now with this current setup, because after the car goes into the paint shop, we're never gonna see it again with this setup. So we're gonna take some time to soak it in, but we just made it to the gas station with the washes. So let's wash the car and really get a good look at how it is right now, because we're never gonna see it the same way again. Alright, I hope you guys got a good look at the car, because it's gonna be the last time we set it with this current setup. But it's funny because, you know, the way it's set up right now is pretty much falling apart anyways, because the current bumper that I have on is a polyurethane bumper. This thing is made out of rubber. I literally hit a pothole on my, like, not a bad one, but like just a couple bumps, and this thing came right off. So I just noticed this now, so I think I'm probably just gonna take this off. But we are currently at the mountains. It's a really nice day, so I thought, why not? Because once I drop off the RX8 for paint, which you guys will see in the next video, but once I drop it off, it's probably going to be a little bit before I get the car back and before I could get back up here. So, you know, I thought today would be a good day for it. But we're here on the mountains. We're going to take the RX8 for a quick drive. I do know that a lot of the roads that we typically drive are closed off for the winter. It is still technically winter, and they're closed off because, you know, the roads conditions are just not the best. So we're going to see what we can drive. I think there are still a couple of roads that we could take it to. Obviously, we won't be doing anything too crazy because I don't want to risk putting the car in like a ditch or something right before I'm about to take it to the paint shop. So we're going to take a nice little scenic drive here. I mean, like, just this is beautiful. So I think it's the perfect weather for it. Gonna take the car out, but first let me actually deal with this, because I think I gotta unplug this. I do have a replacement for this, and I'm gonna go with some transparent ones. Actually, I have that in the car, so let me show you guys that real quick. All right, bam, these are the transparent ones that I'm talking about. I was gonna have this installed when I put the new bumper in, but essentially this is pretty much just gonna line right back up here. The tab goes in where it was before, if I could get this done with one hand. But you know what, I'm just gonna, all right, let me find a hole. Alright, essentially this is what it will look like once it's on. It's not the best fitment right now because this bumper is not really fitting all that well in the first place, so it's kind of hard for me to jam this in there. Could also potentially just be having it on the wrong side, but I don't think so because the tab is here. So it's going to slide in like this, and I think it's just going to make the car look a lot better once I have everything installed. I just got to find a way to keep this little light bulb. I don't want it to fall in because it might rub against the tire. So maybe I'll just put the orange one back out here first in the meantime. All right guys, a little bit of a different setup today, no POV, but I hope you guys are seeing this beautiful scenery outside right now. But I actually do have my GoPro with me today, but I left the hat and the clip that I normally attach everything together with at home. So we're gonna do a little bit of an older style video that I used to do, where I just have a camera here and a camera there. But yeah, a lot of the roads that I wanted to drive today are closed, and there's a lot of cars out in the front. But A lot of the roads I wanted to drive today are actually closed because it's still technically winter and the roads are not in great condition in the winter. So we're gonna be driving around some other areas, but it should still be fun. I did see a lot of cars coming up here today. It is making me wonder if there's some sort of event going on. I think I saw like a SF90 on my way up here, and I saw a couple Miatas, Beamers, a lot of Subarus as well. So I don't know, maybe there's some sort of event going on and I just am not aware of it. Or it could just be that people are taking their cars out now that it's finally nice outside like I am. So we're gonna enjoy a little drive here. We're gonna head further up the mountains, and you know, we'll just chill, have a nice day driving the highways, because it's been a minute since we got to do anything like this. And yeah, I'm glad the RX8 is driving good. I just don't want to jinx anything else, so I'm not gonna say it further, but we're just gonna enjoy a nice chill drive today. And yeah, man, I miss driving with friends, but Jason is currently out of the country doing some things by himself, and everyone else has their car put away for the winter. I'm like the only guy that that actually drives their sports cars in the winter. I wonder if it's the same for everyone else, like all of you guys watching. Do you guys put away your cars for the winter, or do you also put it through its paces when it's snowing and everything? Let me just do a quick downshift here. You don't need to be going super fast to have a lot of fun on the twisties. I say this like every single video, but it's actually been like a really long time. Oh, there's a lot of people just camping as well, or not camping, just hiking. So I gotta chill it a little bit until we get out of this area. But it's been a while since I last came up here. I think the last time I was here was when I was reviewing that Miata like a couple of videos ago, and that was like what, 3 months ago already. So it's been a while since I've been back up here in the mountains. And in that video, actually, I mentioned, or not in that video specifically, but a couple videos ago I mentioned that because of that experience driving that Miata here, I think I would be open to just driving more cars, or like reviewing more cars on the channel. So, oh, that was a cop. Am I going fast? Not really. Ooh. Just chill a little bit though. But I would be down to review more cars. So if you guys are in the New York State, New York tri-state area, and you guys have a car that you would like me to review, I would be more than happy then to set something up and, you know, make a little video on it, just drive it through the back roads like this. So yeah, if you guys are in the New York State area, tri-state area, hit me up in the comment section below, or send me a DM on IG, and we'll see if we can set something up. Traction control kicked in a bit there. Love this car. Alright guys, I lied. I said I wasn't gonna show you guys what the bumper looked like earlier in the video, but you know, I decided against it. So I'm dropping off the car right now at the shop for it to get painted and stuff. I do have something that I didn't tell you guys about, which is side skirts. Had these for a little bit. I haven't gotten the chance to put it on the car yet because I didn't want to just toss on side skirts as like a side project before I did the bumper. So since we're dropping the car off for the bumper today, we're also gonna put the side skirts on and as well as replace this. I'm surprised this, you know, stuck on, but we're gonna go inside right now and talk to shop. But we're gonna get this car. This is gonna be the last time you see the car the way it is. So really take a second to soak it in. But maybe I gotta get rid of some of this wheel gap, huh? We'll talk about that. All right, but let me head inside real quick and we'll see what's up. All right, guys, you ready to see it? All right, 3, 2, 1. Bam, there it is. It is not OEM style. I did in fact go for the feed style Rx8 bumper. This is not an authentic one. I feel like I don't need to explain too much why I didn't go for the authentic one. The authentic one would have costed me over like 3 grand just for a bumper on its own, plus shipping, which is the most expensive part. The part itself, it's only like $1,000 something, only $1,000 something. It's still pretty expensive, but the shipping here would have cost around 2K. This is from Shine Auto Body. They make aftermarket parts or aftermarket body parts in California, and this is their replica of the feed one. I decided to go with this brand because I've heard pretty good things about it. People say a lot of good things about its fitment, so I'm hoping that case is true for me. But because this is reinforced fiberglass, like you're able to do a lot of work to shape it the way that you need it to. And the first thing I immediately noticed is that there's currently no spots for me to drill holes for the under tray, but I think we could work around that. We could probably make a hole there and just like bolt it in. But because this is fiberglass and not rubber, there's just more things we could do to this. We could add material to this. We could like shave off material from this, which is something that's a lot harder to do with rubber or polyurethane in this case. So yeah, this is a first look at the car with, I mean, not on the car yet, but this is the first look at the bumper and this looks sick. I can't wait to see how this looks on the Rx8. Yeah, I'm really excited with the new side markers and everything, new side skirts. I think the car is gonna look amazing. I just have to decide on the paint, but I'll talk more about that in just a little bit. But let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys think I made a great decision here, or do you guys prefer for me to have gone with something else? Can you guys picture this on the car? I'll show you guys a screenshot in the screen of what it looks like on the car. But man, I'm so excited. But all right, we're gonna leave this area right now. I want to show you guys something real quick. Alright guys, you made it to the end of the video, and as always, if you made it to the very end of the video, really appreciate you guys for taking the time every day to watch the content all the way through to the very end. Really means the world to me, so thank you guys so much for that. But yeah, we got the new bumper in. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on it in the comment section below. I'm really curious. I don't really know even now if I made the best decision, you know. Obviously, if going OEM would have been the cheapest thing, and it is it is still an aftermarket bumper, so I'm sure there will be a little bit of issues fitting it on and everything, right? But I believe in Crown. I dropped it off this morning with those guys. I love those guys, but they're essentially going to help me take care of all of the fiberglass work and whatever body work that needs to happen in order to make sure the fitment is perfect. So really happy about that, and that's something I really couldn't do with the polyurethane bumper I had before. It's just a lot harder to work on it. It's harder to it's easy to remove material, but it's kind of harder to add material when it's polyurethane. So yeah, I'm really glad that I went with plastic reinforced fiberglass this time. It is plastic reinforced, so it's not as forgetting the word, it's not as fragile as just shredded alone fiberglass. There is some plastic reinforced into it, so it could flex. That's the best part. And so it's the technically it's more similar to the OEM in terms of material wise, but it's not OEM. But you know, little bit of a tangent there. But yeah, the car is dropped off now. Now, the main debate that I'm having internally right now is I would love to get your guys' thoughts on this in the comment section below, but truthfully, I might have to make this decision before this video even gets uploaded, and that is which type of paint job I want to go for. So Crown is dealing with handling the body work for me, right? But they're not a paint job. That's gonna be done by someone else. Now, the thing I'm thinking about right now, or that I'm choosing between, is whether or not I want to get like a more expensive, nicer paint job where the quality of the paint will be really good, it will match the car and all that, or do I want to go with something potentially cheaper and, you know, I don't know if it will look bad, you know, just something cheaper. And yeah, or do I want to go with something cheaper? That's essentially it. I mean, the car obviously is not a daily driver anymore, so I could go for a nicer one and not worry too much. But then at the end of the day, what I really use the car for is, like, you know, driving, like spirited driving on the back roads, taking it on track occasionally. And, you know, with the type of driving that I'm doing, it's inevitable that I'm gonna get a bunch of rock chips in the front, right? Especially if I'm following Jason behind something. I'm planning to road trip down the Tail of the Dragon this year, so maybe it's better for me to go with the cheaper one, as long as it doesn't look bad. And, you know, I'm really gonna have to talk with the paint, the shop owner about that for the paint. But more to come there, I guess. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what the bumper will look like on the car. I might have some pictures by the time I upload this video, so if I do, I'll attach it. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. Hopefully you guys like the bumper as well. I really like it, so I guess that's all that really matters, right? But it would be really cool if you guys think it's as sick as I do. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on right now. I can't wait to see what the car looks like after it comes back with everything. But right now, the paint thing is on my mind. I do have a budget, obviously. And I would like to stay under budget, so I think right now I'm leaning towards that cheaper paint, as long as it doesn't look bad. I mean, if it's really obvious that it's like two different reds on the car, yeah. Anyways, that's enough of a ramble there. I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, right? And remember, guys, to stay safe out there, because the road's a crazy place. You gotta do your part to stay safe, right? Especially in these times. So I'm gonna end the video here. I'm just trying to think if I had anything else I wanted to say before I end the video, but I don't think so. So I'm gonna end the video here, guys. All right. Until the next one. Peace.